Welcome back to another edition of JDBlack live streams. I appreciate it. Make sure y'all like the stream as you come in. Salute to everybody in the chat room. I have a topic that's been on my mind for a little while. I haven't done a topic like this live since I was on my other JDBlack live streams channel. As a matter of fact, one of the last topics I spoke about was in regards to interracial dating between black women and white men. And I want to speak on the new, just this new rhetoric that I'm hearing from the Swirling crew in the Swirl section of YouTube. And we're going to talk about that a little bit. Because now these females, okay, are saying, no, we don't hate black men. We actually do like some black men, and we're going to include them in our dating options because you really don't have any dating options. That's why you have to include black men, because you went over there thinking that everything was going to be good. You thought that if you just went and got yourself a white man, because a lot of you chicks go straight to white men, you're not going to nobody else. You thought that they would embrace you with open arms, that you will get the same type of men that you see these white women with, but you were wrong. And now when you realize that you've been dating dusty black men, you're going to be dating dusty white men. That's what you're going to be dating. And now they're coming back with this, well, we don't hate black men. We're going to include them in our dating options. We're not exactly all the way over the fence. So I'm going to talk about that. Let's see who's here in the chat room. Make sure y'all like the stream. Degenerate, Tony, Darte, True ATL, Jaye, Rice, Darnell, Gemini, Dollar, B1, L Smooth, Nicole, Vern Vicos, Frantonio, Jessica, Zuzu, what's going on? Now, before I get started, I want to let y'all know yesterday, one of the reasons why I did not go live or produce any video content, one, I want to just take a day off. I've been doing this thing 4 years straight. But I was working on my tea store. Now, I have a couple of shirts and shirts and hoodies in my tea store, ready to go. Okay? But I'm waiting for the guy who's designing some of the designs to come back with maybe one more design. And then I will show y'all the store. I mean, if you already got a Teesprings account and you're over there frequently, you might see it. I got a couple designs over there, really nice shit. Actually, this guy designed the crest picture that I put on my Instagram. He designed the shirts, and he's going to be designing my shirts from here on out. And some of these designs are really cool. Can't wait for y'all to see the merch that I'm going to be selling soon. I told y'all I was going to be selling merch. I told y'all I was going to be selling that merchandise by the beginning of this year, and goddamn it, it's going to be done. But I'm waiting on at least one more design. But the shirts and the hoodies are already on there. They're already there. Now, if anybody's interested in buying right now, I will send you the link. But if you're not, you're just going to have to wait. But if you got money in hand ready to buy, I can send you the link to the Teespring store. Okay? But I'm waiting to get at least one more design to put in the store, and then I'm going to start promoting it like crazy. Darnell, you say you're interested. If you're interested, Darnell, send me a link. Let me link down. Send an email to my email. Thank you, Nicole. What's going on, Loving Homes? Latasha, Shug, everybody coming in. But yeah, I'm about ready to pop out with the merch. It's about damn time. But I wanted to wait until I had the right type of look that I wanted And I'm still waiting to get more in there. But I got some stuff there. You know. But if you're interested, send me an email. I'll send you the link to the tea store. Okay? So, yeah, that's one of the biggest updates I wanted to get to y'all. Also, make sure y'all go and check out some of my latest videos. YouTube is not sending notifications. Okay, I'm going to put my email in the chat room. Okay? I'm going to put my email there. That's my email that's in the chat room right now. But make sure y'all go and check out the latest videos. Let me go and take this out. I gotta change the show topic. Let me change the show topic. Okay, change that out. Let's see. Put some of my latest videos in the chat room. Make sure y'all go and check those out. YouTube is not sending them notifications out. I don't understand why. Like, really. But some of y'all got to put some effort into it as well. You got to send some effort into it as well, you know. But I'm hopeful that everything will be set up the way I want it to in the Teespring store, and I can start promoting the link in every video and even in my live shows. Y'all go over there and buy some merchandise. You know, instead of just hitting the super chat, y'all can hit the Teespring and buy some stuff, okay? I didn't know who was tweeting Black Intellectual. Oh, that's me. Black Intellectual is me, Nicole. So you got your notification dollar watch, okay? Must be Chris, because I get a lot of comments, so that should translate to, you know, people actually being able to find the video and reach it. If I don't reply to your email while I'm live, I'll reply to it after I'm live. What's going on, Felicia? But yeah, that was me. I'm Black Intellectual. I may have to change it back because y'all might not know who the fuck I am. Like, who is that? Black Intellectual. But let's talk about these wannabe Beckys, okay? Let's get into these wannabe Beckys, okay? I will say this though. I think at the core of a lot of these women who date interracially, there is some issues that stems from their childhood. There are some issues that stem from how they were raised. Okay? And they use that their entire life as justification for everything that they say and do. What's going on, Shelly? Now, I'm not saying that these women don't have tough upbringings that bring them to the point of hating being around what they feel like mistreated them and abused them, but that's not every man is like that. Just like I said, I can't say every black woman is a bad mother. I can't say all women are the same. Shout out to everybody that's coming in. Hopefully y'all just not getting notification. Y'all just not just sliding in late. But anyway, what's going on, Trucker, Black Runner? And what they have to understand is, just like you can use excuses like your childhood as a justification for dating out, black men could do the same thing. Black men could do the same thing. Okay? But usually what you would hear from black men who do date interracially is that it's because they weren't appreciated or liked by black women. I heard, you'd hear that a lot. You won't hear that their childhood, they probably had very bad childhoods. They still not going to use that as an excuse for dating interracially. Shout out to Antoine. So they're starting to see that the grass isn't greener on the other side as they thought, with the uptick of black women being killed by white men. Plus, this economic uncertainty has them scared too. Yeah. And they're seeing that white men, for the most part, care about conserving their race. And what I have noticed is that the white men who do date black women, a lot of those guys are from broken homes. A lot of those guys aren't from two-parent households. They grew up with a single mother, okay? They did not have that family unit. So they didn't care about conserving white anything. They didn't have any discipline at home as far as, not discipline, they didn't have like the be like your father. Like your father's with a white woman, you should be with a white woman. They didn't have that. Now they probably had racist people in their family, but for the most part, they just dated who they wanted to date. Okay? Now, what I have been seeing on YouTube, make sure y'all like the stream. What I have been seeing is that there is a plethora of sisters, okay, who are getting on social media announcing who they like, who they're dating, why they're not dating them. They're announcing this as if that's going to better their chances. And it really doesn't. Because listen, if you like somebody regardless of their race, you're going to date them regardless. You know? You're gonna date that person regardless of their race if you really like them. That's what a balanced-minded person would do. But you got people who are mentally unstable. They're dysfunctional. And they're going to look for excuses, you know. They're going to look for a way out. All right, Darnell. What's up, Vern85? So, when you look at today's society, right? And you look at how everything is going between black men and black women, we are growing farther and farther apart. I'm sending the link now, Darnell. The black community is become further and further apart. And one of the most irritating things is when you have situations, okay, where this whole I'm exercising my options. But then they want to talk about how all the black men in their lives have mistreated them and abused them. And what's funny is that these same women who claim they only want to date out, they have black sons. And I'm pretty sure if their black sons dated a white woman, she would not like that. She would have to accept it, but she wouldn't like it. But when it comes to her, she can date who she wants. Have y'all noticed that the majority of swirlers have black sons? Or these women who get on social media and are constantly angry at the world? They have black sons. They have black sons. That's what makes the whole thing dysfunctional. So, my thing is this. You can do whatever you want to do. You can live your life the way you want to live your life. People hear me on social media and they think that I'm trying to tell people how to live their lives and who they should date. That's not what I'm doing. That's not what I'm doing at all. I'm informing you of my opinion with facts on certain things and aspects in day-to-day life. That's what I'm doing. But you see, when it comes to the dating market, people just gonna be losing. And these swirlers are losing so badly that now they have to come back to black men with their tail tucked between their legs. And they have to do that because they realize that dating out ain't as cracked up as it appears to be. Why do you think white women are not marrying white men or even having children with them like that? Because they feel like it's not worth it. They're looking down upon their men too, because they feel like men have done everything in society. White men have done everything in society to build things up for them. So now they don't need them anymore. But you will always need the men in your community to build. So we have to really look at that. Let's look at these pro-blacks. Let's look at the pro-blacks. Why do y'all think the pro-black community, especially on social media, has a bunch of women in it? Because they don't have father figures in their life. They don't have a man in their life. If they do, they've been with that man for a long time. But they still have a void there. And I believe a lot of these women who are so-called swirlers, they never really had a father figure. They never really had a father figure. And they go in these communities searching for it. But because they're so dysfunctional, they will always show their hatred towards black men. What's going on, Charm? So, when y'all see these black women talking about black men ain't this and that, then leave them alone. Don't deal with them. What's going on, David? Don't deal with the men that you claim are not good enough for you. Because I'm telling you right now, I'm seeing videos. Of black women still looking for the attention of the same men that they claim they've divested from. You ain't divested from shit. You still out here trying to get you some black Dizzick or some black attention while you try to figure out if white men are going to want you and then accept you. I've talked to white dudes. They're not really looking to make a wife out of you. Okay? I've even seen videos of white dudes saying, I dated black women and I wouldn't do it again. I remember seeing that video, maybe about 2 years ago. That video was hilarious. But anyway. And I just want people to understand that if you're divesting, you need to leave these brothers alone. Don't be around them. Don't be in their spaces. If you divest. Why are you still talking to them and dealing with them if you've divested? What's the point of divesting if you're still trying to be around them? That's not divesting. That's you looking for attention. And no matter how you try to drag black men through the mud, you're only making yourself look bad. Make sure y'all like the stream, people. Y'all just watching and not liking the stream? Come on, man. You see, if I divest from black women, I'm not going to deal with them, period. I barely make videos on black women because I'm not searching for black women's attention or approval. But I'm not even divesting. If I was actually divesting, you wouldn't hear me say anything about them. When I make videos, I'm not looking for black women's attention or approval. I'm not. And I'm not even talking about divesting or leaving Blackistan. That's not something I'm speaking about. But I'm seeing you sisters want it both ways. You want to be able to divest, but you want these brothers' attention. And I see some of you dudes over there trying to beg for their approval. You're the type of male I don't fuck with. It is already enough of y'all I don't fuck with. There's already enough of y'all that I don't fuck with anyway. But when I see y'all over there pining for their attention, it validates them. You want the attention of a woman who's trying to divest from you and she's calling you names and denigrating you, calling you lesser than, but you're still over there looking for their attention. You're the exact type of male they're going to come back to when they done had their fun. You're going to be the guy who's the last option. You brothers deserve what you get when you try to go over there and reason with them. Because I will tell you black women this, and I mean this. If you don't like my content, you don't like the way I speak about certain things, you don't have to watch me. You're not going to change my opinions or my thoughts on anything. If you divest. Stop looking for black attention. Why are you looking for black attention if you've divested? That's not divesting. That's you still trying to have it both ways. You still trying to have everything. You're trying to, not everything, you're trying to have your cake and eat it too. But those are really going to work out for you, because even the simps, even the Captain Save-A hoes are not staying for long. This is why y'all are wallowing in the dating market, talking about how you swirl and you're leaving. But then you say, well, wait a minute, we're not exactly going to leave y'all. We're just expanding our options, even though you claim that you're leaving. You're divesting. You've divested. Why do you care who's scamming who in the black community? You've turned your back on the black community. Why do you care? And I'm seeing the hypocrisy going on, man. It's crazy. You got women who are swirling talking about black men who date interracially, man. Why do you give a shit? Why do you give a shit what celebrity is dating what white woman? What black celebrity male is dating what white woman? You're dating interracially. Why do you care? And I've seen that. The same women who be mad at Michael B. Jordan are the same women who don't even want a guy like Michael B. Jordan. They're not even looking for a black man. Look at this guy. But yeah, man, I want y'all to understand that as a black man, you do have options just like anybody else. But we ain't going to sit there and heavily promote those options and talk about we're divesting. We don't have to do that. We can just go and do whatever we want to do and not have to promote it. Shout out to everybody that's here. See you, Miranda. Look at this guy here. This guy, Elliot, is defending his queens. So you're defending swirling women. Are you white or black? He might be a white dude. So let me tell you something. Let me ask you something, Mr. Elliot. Are you a white man defending the black swirling queens? Because you can't be a pro-black defending swirling black women. I can't believe that. I won't believe that. This guy's in here defending swirling women. Y'all see what I'm talking about? Do y'all see what I'm talking about? Hit dogs will holler. As soon as I started talking about these guys going over there begging these women to come back to black men, you see one of them right there in the chat room. That's what I'm talking about. Something is seriously wrong with you niggas, man. Stop hating on your queens. What? Hating on the same women who hate themselves? What is wrong with these dudes, man? In the chat room simping and just, bro, you need to learn some red pill, dude. Them not your queens. Them not your queens, man. They are the white man's queens. They're not your queens. And he don't even see them as queens. I want people to understand this. There are men who want the sloppy seconds of white men. They want the white man's sloppy seconds, whether it be black women or white women. They want them sloppy seconds. You know, they want them sloppy seconds. They will take those sloppy seconds from a white man any day of the week, whether it be a white woman or a black woman. They want them sloppy seconds. What's up, King Swish? They want them sloppy seconds, man. I'm not interested in the sloppy seconds of no man like that. Especially if that female got self-hate. I don't want no self-hate woman who's the sloppy seconds of a white man. Y'all can defend those women and look for those women all you want to, but that's all you, bro. But I'm telling you right now, she's gonna be so mentally fucked up. You're not gonna be able to save her. No matter how long your cape is, you're not gonna be able to save her. You do not see brothers getting on social media divesting from shit. You don't. You have black women who openly speak their hatred of black men, but they're constantly around black men. Now, it might be for entertainment, but it's mostly because they don't get attention from nobody else. And let me tell you something. The women who hate black men dating out the most are usually women who want to date out very badly. But they can't because they have no social skills whatsoever. All they know how to do is throw the pom-pom at dudes. That's it. They're the ones who are the most upset because they want to do that. You got chicks that was married to white men getting on social media talking about white supremacy. Talking about racism. Get the fuck out of here. You got biracial children. What the fuck are you talking about? Your kids will have an advantage in the black community over any other black person just off of them simply being biracial. Those are facts. That's an uncomfortable truth. Look at these biracial pro-blacks that rise so quickly. Shaun King is a white man, but he's being looked upon as black or biracial. This Cantor idiot is, I'm going to give you the chance to call in. Y'all got so much to say in the chat room. Call in. Speak to me. But you better have your shit together. Don't call into my line trying to talk tough or trying to shame me and call me names. That will not work in your favor. It would only anger me. I'm just letting you know that right now. And further annoy me. Anyway. Like the stream, people. The call-in numbers in the chat room. I need to divest from stupid people. I know that. I have completely divested from stupid people. When I see people being stupid, I'm divesting. Just like you stupid niggas that always got a cape on. Just like you stupid niggas that got so much shit to say about me in my comment section, but never call into my live shows. I had one person say, you know what, Jay? This is off of the point of the video, of the stream. They say, well, Jay, you shouldn't have all these channels. I was telling people to subscribe to this channel. And they're like, well, Jay, you shouldn't have all these channels. Well, if my channels didn't get, taken down, I would not have to keep promoting other channels. Fucking idiot. I'm divesting from idiots, man. Let's divest from idiots. All right, David. Let's divest from idiots. That's what we need to do. We need to divest from idiots. All right, shout out to David Watts. Killing it as usual, Jay. Shaun King, whiter than me. You can call right now. I'm putting the number in the chat room. But y'all need to call in and you know, speak to me in a professional manner. Don't be dumb enough to think that you're gonna get on the line and talk tough or, you know, shame me, disrespect me. That's not gonna work out for you. I guarantee you. I'm already annoyed by seeing videos of these heifers who have so much to say about black men and who they're dating, but you can't get a man whether he's black, white, green, yellow, blue, or purple. Shout out to Rogue, JDB Self-Hater, and Coon is here. Alright, you're live. God damn it.
Hi, this is Canton.
This Canton. What's going on, Canton?
Hi, Jay. Thanks for taking my call.
Yeah, hold on. I'm going to try to get you on speaker. Hold on a second.
Okay.
Artie, you there? Hold on a second. Gotta do some technical work real quick. There we go. Are you there?
Yeah.
All right, there you go.
All right. I may not have a long time to speak. I might have another phone call to make
All right.
soon.
Okay.
But I can have at least 15 minutes.
Okay. Well, I can only give you maybe about 3 because I got other callers that want to call in.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. I wasn't sure how long you usually let people talk. So I'm not disagreeing that definitely there are people who play both sides of the fence in terms of black females. Like they say they divest, but they're also still all out to end black people's business, and they're definitely following, guilting black men in terms of who they should and should not date. I feel like if you're a swirler or you choose to date out, the same should be, that opportunity should be available to black men too. My only issue I think I have with the black community, if anything, is just like letting people as a whole like be able to date out, whether it's a male or female, and not to even like dump on anyone for choosing to do so. Like, I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I do react because I get very upset when men are like black males are saying very negative things about black females, and I don't know if it's just because black females in the past have said things in YouTube because I'm relatively new in the YouTube street, on the YouTube street.
Okay.
So I was very shocked about what things have been said on YouTube from both sides. So I just disagree on those points. I just think it's okay for people to date out because, first of all, we come from different stories. So, like, I'm sure there's some black males, maybe they didn't grow up in a good environment and maybe they just prefer dating out, or maybe they're just attracted to different types of females, and that's fine. I don't find that offensive in any way because I'm sure there's black females who are more attracted to guys who are of a different race, not only white, like there's Asian men or whatever, they feel more connected to that culture, et cetera, et cetera. And I think that's okay too. And I just think it's okay for people to just choose to do what they want to do with their life. And not see it as like a hatred or like a betrayal of the black community. We have a whole continent, Africa, of black people. We have the Caribbean islands, black people. We're not going to go out of style if very few people of our community choose to go out. This is not the biggest concern.
Yeah, and that's the thing, like, let me say this, like, that's the thing with me, like, I don't promote interracial dating. I don't care how angry I got at black women. I wouldn't go that far because it doesn't solve anything, and because I know people, I know that people are individuals, whether they say they are or not. So you got to judge people by a case-by-case basis, but you got women on here who they say all these things and they're divesting, they're leaving, but they're constantly got black men on the tip of their tongues and the issues that are going on with us, and they worry about what pro-blacks are doing. And to me, it just shows that they're not divesting; they're just angry. They're just angry people.
I think, just because I do, I think just some black females are getting harassed by, I don't know if it's just the black males or the black community. So in my part of the reaction, and then also I know. I want to say all black males, and I don't want to offend any black males, but I do. Some of us have experienced very bad environments around black males, whether as children or in relationships. So, I mean, I think sometimes, I know for me, like, I've been around, like, I used to live in Africa like, a couple years ago and worked there, and that was a great experience for me to be around, like, positive role models, like, positive black males. But before that, like, it was very much a struggle because, like, I was not around that much around positive black males, like a lot of things I went through. So I think a lot of black females are triggered and have a lot of unhealed things from their past. I will say that. And I just think if we're going to be really honest, I think black males need to take some responsibility in that. And I do think black females also need to take responsibility too in terms of how black males have to turn out too in terms of motherhood and things like that.
That's why you got to choose the right people. And we can't be angry at the past forever. You know, a lot of us can't.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that part. Sorry.
You didn't hear me? I said that you can't be upset about trolling on the internet. I get trolled a lot. You know, people be talking shit to me. I mean, I talk shit back to them, but you know, people are gonna say things. You know, you can't take that to heart. You got to understand, like, your interaction socially with people should build who you are, not people on the internet. You know, when I came to YouTube, I was very surprised at the rhetoric going back and forth about, you know, people making videos towards each other, about each other. But when you look at the deeper layers, there are some hurt people in this situation, you know?
Yeah. I do, yeah. I'm not going to deny that. I think there's a lot of... I'm
gonna convert you to the right side. I think it seemed like you were defending these women who... I think you should actually go and look at the videos that these women are making. And you will see for yourself these women are very dysfunctional. So I'm really trying to get you on the right side of history. These women are on the wrong side of it. You know, they're causing more damage to themselves socially and spiritually and dating wise. Because those women are going to be hurt because they're going to continue to be single. Because you can't flip the script and then all of a sudden go from I'm swirling to, well, I don't hate black men, I still want to date them. You can't flip the script like that. Once it's done, it's done. You know? Mm-hmm. I just think that you don't need to defend them. I think they can defend themselves.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Yeah. All right. Thank you for letting me calling in. Have a good night.
All right, you too. Thanks for calling in, all right?
Oh, bye.
Bye. Shout out to Cantoy for calling in. And she does have a really nice voice. Sounds like a very feminine female. Because most of these chicks who are dating out are single mothers. They got a bunch of kids, a bunch of sons, and they're on YouTube making fools of themselves. Shout out to the super chatters. Let's see, Josh the Quick. What was Josh Quick? Now he's Josh Quick. He donated. Appreciate that. But yeah, I really am trying to help you black women. I told y'all nobody loves black women more than me. I've said this on numerous occasions because I'm gonna tell you the truth. It's gonna hurt. Swirling means anything but black, but mostly it's white. Swirling mostly means white because most of these women go to white men. Go look up an interracial dating hashtag. Look at who they're dating. Go look up YouTube videos. Who these women are with. Look who they with, man. And then these women wonder why their sons date white women. They looking at your dysfunctional ass. Oh, you got somebody who's in their feels. This guy Ramon is definitely in his feelings. I'm spreading awareness because people need to understand what's going on in the minds of certain females in society. So, Ramon, I know you got a cape on, but relax. Take the cape off and listen to logic. Okay? Take the cape off. Some of you brothers, I don't know why y'all in the chat room with your cape on. Take the cape off. All right, you're live.
Yeah, what up, JDB? Shinlong 64XN here. What's up, bro?
What's going on, man?
Hey, man, I just want to let you know from my end, I've been listening to you for over 3 years.
Uh-huh.
I've been talking to you for over a year.
Uh-huh.
And for me, I have no problem with you. I understand you clearly, concisely, And you cool with me? I never had an issue with me. I mean, you know, there may be things this and that, but I keep it moving. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I keep it moving. And this whole thing with this subject, as far as I'm concerned, it's like, you know, it's a matter of regurgitation on their part. You know, and divesting, but yet they want the dick. Well, and I'm just going like, for me, they're far beyond driven and they're damaging corporate. If that's what they feel, you can't save someone like that who is like that and they don't want to change. You know, and I respect what you do and where you're coming from, but you know, it's like there's some people you just cannot save.
Oh, I know that.
You know,
I know that for sure.
You know, and I mean, for me, I don't. You know, again, and I told you this before. I don't go by color. It's the content of character.
Right.
The color of skin don't mean nothing. And like I said, I respect what you're saying, and I understand what you're trying to do, and I have utmost respect for you on that. But there is a limit. And, you know, it's like you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink.
Right.
You know, and some things, it's like there's going to come a point in time, it's like you can't save everybody because that has to come from within. They got to want to save themselves. They got to want to improve themselves and better their life in this situation. If they choose not to, next. Keep it moving. Life is short, you know. And because I've been sitting back listening to a lot of your topics here, man, it's just been riveting and it's just been getting me glued. And yes, I always I like the stream. I always love your streams. So yes, I do like them.
Cool.
No matter what, you understand? No matter what. But I just want to say, bro. I mean, I have no problem. You know, I never have a problem with you. You know, I'd rather deal with someone who's 100% than someone who's fronting and flossing and faking. You know what I'm saying? You know, so, but I just want to call and just let you know what time it is, bro, where I'm coming from and where I stand. And just keep doing your shit, man. Sure, keep doing your shit.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate that, man. I do. Yeah.
Stay up, all right?
All right, man.
I'll catch up with you.
Okay, thank you, man.
Catch up with you.
Okay, then cool. Appreciate the call, man.
All right, now. Go.
All right. Shout out to me, bro. With the encouraging call, you know? With the encouraging calls. You know, the encouraging calls are really good, you know, because it lets me know that a lot of y'all appreciate what I do. You know what I'm saying? That's always good. What's going on, bro? Answer this phone call. You live?
Hey, how you doing? Thanks for taking my call, Mr. Black. This is DeMarcus. I had wanted to ask you just a few questions and whatnot.
All right. Shout out to Real Virtues. Yeah, go ahead and ask him, man.
I was wondering the topic as far as you said the swirling black women. What again, you know, just my experiences, you know, growing up in Detroit, Michigan, a majority black city, you know, being in the United States Navy, being around, you know, black from all around the country. What percentage of black women would you say in real life, you know, outside of the online, you know, the mudslinging that's going on social media, the YouTube, the Instagram, what percentage of people would you think black women is really pushing an anti-black man agenda in the everyday world?
You see, the thing is that it's not really what black women say. It's how their body language, how they act. Because we've all been in places where black women will walk right past you without saying anything to you. They will be openly disrespectful towards you. Like, they're not gonna come out and say that they prefer, you know, not to date you. They're not gonna say it to your face, but their actions speak louder than their words. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's how they're able to I was going to use externalize, but I know you niggas will hop on that like you hop on everything I'll say. But that's their way of letting out how they truly feel about you. You know? And I've seen all types of behaviors from black women. That's why I can speak so confidently on what I'm saying. Because I've seen them openly disrespect black men, talk shit to them, get in their face, want to fight them. I've seen all this. And that's because they don't want to be with these guys. They don't like these guys. Well, they're with these guys because they kind of have to. They ain't got no other options. So that's how they're able to show you how they really feel about you. Now, when they get around white men, that whole body language changes. I've seen it. I've seen how they talk to them, how they react to them, how they're very, almost touchy-feely with them. I mean, one time I was walking into a grocery store, and this white dude was talking to the black girl, and she was very touchy-feely with the coworker, and it just showed me that they're willing to show physically how they feel about you as either if you're black, white, or whatever, All right, Charm.
Oh, okay. Also, you put hate for black men.
Yeah.
Now, I wanted to ask one last question.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when you say hate for black men, because I notice sometimes with black men, me being a black man myself, only in my 33 years of life, it seems to me that you've had other people that have come to be leaders to black Americans. You had other people that tried to observe our condition as a people and tried to lend a helping word to us. And I noticed, I read Message to the Black Man by Elijah Muhammad. I read Thomas Sowell, he's a notable black conservative man. You can look at some of his videos on YouTube.
Yeah. And
they all have made observations about black men, that, our condition, how we think, the type of manhood that we inherited, and the real life problems with the manhood that we practice today in the 21st century. So are certain things hatred, or are certain things just the truth that try to get you up out of a situation where 40% of you have felony convictions and you're at the bottom of people's society with the $1.6 trillion GDP? Is it somebody is hating on us, or attempting to hate us when they tell us the truth, or are they trying to get us to rehabilitate our condition?
The word hate I don't know if the word is too strong for you, but it's basically me saying it and me basically wanting feedback, because I don't know how else to put it. I can't say that, I don't know if we were looking for some or most, but when I see a woman, or I've seen women openly show disrespect towards the men of their own racial group, I don't know what else to say about that than hate. You can't love somebody and call the police on them all the time, falsely, or physically assault them, or try to get somebody in your family to do something physically harmful to that guy. So I don't know what else other word to put,
Okay, but my question, I'm saying, did this behavior start did this behavior start when we were practicing a better manhood, or did this behavior start after our manhood began to trail off and we began to be the type of men that we are today? That's what I'm saying. When did this so-called hatred
I would
start?
say,
We were men that were providers and owned something and had respect for self and each other, or did this happen after our downfall as men?
Well, when you take the father out the home and these women don't have any male role models or leadership in the household, and their mothers is telling them, their father ain't shit, they're going to internalize that. And they're not going to respect the men in their racial group. It all starts at home with the parenting. Who's raising them? That's where it starts.
Okay.
When the government decided to offer these sisters.
You said that this mission. So you said that the black man didn't just leave; it was this mystery force that.
It's not a mystery. No, it's not a mystery, bro. It's these women who said, you know what, I'm gonna take what they're giving me. You gotta go.
Hold on. So you're saying, because my thing is I've heard that argument where they say.
Well, that's the truth, bro. If you're going to look at black neighborhoods, all these different projects, these women are choosing to raise them kids on their own.
Okay. Well, because the thing about it, the only reason why I've heard that argument where people try to use Lyndon B. Johnson's, some of his initiatives with the Wicked, that they chose that. But my thing is, like, if you kind of go back to that time, that really was a lot of nigga men at that time just chose to leave because it was easier. I mean, if you really think about it,
I mean, it depends on the man.
Let me just make this a quick point.
All right,
the Jews did the same thing. But they took the money that they were able to have and the money that they didn't have to spend, and they invested that. They just did the right thing with it. We took a lot of that money and left it up in bars and spent it on hair and
well,
nails.
You have to understand the
Hennessy,
hold on, bro, because I got to get to other callers, bro. I got to get to other callers, man. But I just got to tell you, because you're asking me a lot of questions, man. You got to let me respond, okay?
Okay.
Because with the Jews, the Jews have always. They were always together. They were a group. They thought group first. Black people weren't, even though we had our own communities, we weren't really group first. And the Jews were constantly on the move, like gypsies. So when World War II happened, there were countries lining up to not only give them their own piece of land in the Middle East, but give them money as well. Almost like reparations. And once again, they were group first. And because Jews, whether y'all want to believe it or not, a lot of Jews are very intelligent, and they understand money and they understand finance. They understand they have to stick together, and World War II brought them together more than anything else. Okay, and Jews have always been in different countries, man. They've always had leadership positions and they've always owned businesses. Okay, so they were always able to pick up. Where when things got bad, it was always able to pick up and move forward. Black people, on the other hand, especially Black Americans, never really had that luxury. We had to build from the Civil War up until the 50s, 60s, and that's when the integrationalist movement happened, which was basically a ploy to get to integrate and basically destroy whatever we were building in these Black American communities.
Right. Well, yeah. Well, like I said, I agree 100%. I just don't want people to put false narratives on things.
Well, I'm not putting false narratives on nothing, bro. I'm not putting false narratives on nothing, bro. I'm not putting false narratives on anything. You can go and fact check whatever I'm saying. You can go ask other people. No, I'm saying I agree with what you're saying, but I'm just saying when people try to make this point that this black, because at that time many of Black America was still hard working and dedicated to family at that time when that came out. But when people try to make this thing about black women chose a welfare check over I think that's pulling it. They did, bro. Bro, they did. Come on, man. They did.
A lot of men of that generation.
They did, bro.
They did because it was easier to do.
They did. Look, I got to go to some other calls, man. This is a long ass phone call, bro. But shout out to you for calling in, man.
Thanks for taking my call, sir.
All right, thank you. Appreciate it. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to the brother right there. Shout out to the brother right there, man. But bro, they chose it. The women weren't programmed. They weren't forced. They made decisions, and the decisions have ramifications. What's going on, Naima? The decisions you make in life have ramifications, people. And even today, you got Black women choosing a check over a family because the men that they get impregnated by don't have the finances, the resources or finances to take care of those said children, Let's see. And put the number back in the chat. That's the number right there. Y'all call in. Anybody else wants to call in? But what I'm speaking is definitely facts. I'm not trying to push anybody into a direction that is harmful to them in any way. You know? It's all about letting people understand that, you know, you can't have kids willy-nilly and not want to take care of them. Okay, well, Miranda, you can use Cash App. Let me see, put the Cash App. Miranda, here's the Cash App. And also PayPal if you want to donate there. You know, that's the Cash App, and that is the other one as well. Terry Two Toes. Okay, Miranda, that's fine. That's fine. Just use the other links. And if it doesn't, then don't worry about it. I should send you a link to the tea store, but I don't know if you like those. You know, the teas are a little more for guys. You know. I can't wait till y'all see what I have in store. I've already sent one link out. I don't know if he bought anything yet to the merch I'm selling, but I can't wait for y'all to see it. Cause I got a dude he's designing everything. He's gonna send me some more stuff. But if y'all support me, y'all will go over there and buy some shit. You know. Okay, Miranda, why don't you refresh your screen, or you can try by using a laptop or desktop. You can donate that way. If you want your comment to scroll through, just use a different device. Okay, well, send me an email, Miranda. I'll send you the link. I want to say this too, man. I like seeing, contrary to popular belief, I do like it when black people are able to come together, whether it be black people in relationships or black people who are able to communicate and talk to each other. I'm not one of those people that want to see the race gone, or, you know, I hate, you know, the sisters. I talk badly about them. I just can't stand stupid people or lazy people or people that don't want to progress in any way, shape, or form. Who don't want to do more than what they have going on right now. Because whether you like it or not, we're still in full competition with other racial groups. We are in full competition with other racial groups, and we're lagging behind because we're talking about a system of oppression. We're talking about a system of oppression. Instead of trying to fix our issues, we're looking for the help of other groups who are just looking down on us. Yes, the number that I put in the chat is the number to call in. That is the number to call in, people. I've always looked up to black men growing up. I've always been fans of black cartoons and black action stars. Movies that consist of us being able to do what we want to do. You know? So, you know. All right, you're live.
Hello?
Yeah.
Jay?
Yeah, this is JDBlack. What's going on?
Okay. That's crazy about calling in. How many viewers is on there?
How many viewers? You watching the show?
Hell yeah, I'm sitting here. Well, I was watching. Now I'm on the phone. I don't understand why nobody's calling in. I'm sitting here thinking it'll be a hold or something like that. Just ain't nobody
No, man. I mean, somebody else calling now, but I got over 100 people here, man. They're listening to you right now. They're listening to you.
All right, well, there was some guy in the chat room talking about you can't blame white people, and I'm trying to figure out why not for oppression.
He said that we shouldn't blame white people for oppression. Is that what he said?
Yeah, something along those lines.
I mean, it depends on what oppression you're talking about. I mean, if you're talking about your life as an individual, I mean, you got to work on building yourself up. But if you're talking about policies that have been put into place by the Democrats, that's, you know, that's a little different.
You know? You can't sit here and talk about somebody, you know, working hard. Either you work hard to get shit, or you just missed an opportunity. I'm just talking about the system of oppression that's going on in this country. You can't deny that.
Well, I will say this though. Now more than ever, you know, black people have a voice. We just got to use it the right way. You know, we can't be trying to side with people and, you know, hop on this band. We got to hop on the black bandwagon, but people don't want to do that. They want to look for a white person to follow, to lead, you know?
Yeah, which is sad.
Yeah, it is.
Sad.
Yeah, it is sad, man.
Yeah, but that's basically how I just said. Because you saying everything that I would basically say.
Okay.
And look at somebody else.
Okay, cool. Well, I appreciate the call, man.
For sure.
All right, shout out to you, man. Shout out to the brother, man. Caller, if you was calling in, call back in. Somebody might call in while you calling in. Okay, shout out to Renzel. Says black women only swirl to spite black men. They want you to notice them. That seems like a lot what they're doing, Renzel. They want you to look at them and how they, you know, they talk about their divesting, their leveling up. They want us to get jealous. Shout out to Vern85. They want us to get jealous. You know? But I've never been jealous of who a black woman was dating. Now, have I did a double take when I seen a black woman with a white dude? Yes, I remember it a couple years ago. I was walking in the store and this black female, natural hair, a little bit on the brown, lighter skin side, nice body, looked like an IG model. You know, basically, she was with this, you know, regular nerdy type white dude who was driving a van. And I had to do a double take. I really did. I had to do it. I'm like, what? But that's all it was. I didn't get angry. I wasn't like, what are you doing with him? But I did do a double take. But it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Shit happens, you know? Shit happens. Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure that it's not cheap to date that chick. Okay, shout out to Miranda, newcomer. I think some black women feel they have no choice but to embrace swirling. Black men don't want black women anymore. Well, that's not true. Miranda. Because there are black men who like black women. They're trying to work things out with them in a sense through dialogue. But I don't feel that way. I just think that you got black women who are very closed-minded. They don't want to change. They think nothing is wrong with them. And they aren't looking for the type of black men who's going to be there long-term. They're looking for a black man who's going to be there short-term. And they're okay with that. But that's going to keep you from meeting men, black men, who actually are a better fit. But, you know, you're looking for something that's short-term. You know, you're looking for something that's short-term. Lacey, you're obviously hurt And I can tell you want you a white man really badly, but you can't get one. And it's probably because you don't look that, either you don't look that good or you don't have a good personality. Okay? You don't have good qualities. Instead of being mad at me, you need to go and level yourself up to where you can get any man of any race. You know? But yeah, I've seen, like, you got black women that say if black men date interracially, they're dating fat, unattractive women. I can tell you, okay, from the brothers I've seen, I had recently, they weren't with no ugly, fat white women. Like, they wasn't. You live? Hello?
Yeah, this is Haitian Black from Miami.
Yeah, what's going on, man?
Yeah, I've done this. What's going on, Jada Black? Long time listener.
Okay, cool.
We
Appreciate
have
it.
to understand, we can't change these women, especially these black women. They're not going to respect us.
Mm-hmm.
So the best thing men should do is, like, go outside our race, you know? So my brother's married to a white woman, you know, and he got 2 beautiful kids, mixed. So the best thing for us to do is, like, go outside our race. Because they gonna change, and we ain't gonna change for them.
Okay.
So it's basically going to be a back and forth for war.
Well, you know, again, it's a choice. You know, you got black men, they choose to date out. That's what they do. Black women choose, that's cool. But when you're,
Like,
you know, when you're choosing to promote it, you got to, huh?
What you going to say?
Nah, you good. Go ahead.
All right. So, like, this evening, like, 3 or 2, I think it was 3, I was crossing the street, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I was crossing the street, and then I seen these 2 black women in the car, and I waved my hand for them to stop. They kept going, and they looked at me crazy.
Yeah.
So they looked at me crazy, and I started looking at them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, you know what? There's like, you know, there's no, like, I'm trying to cross the street. The light is red.
Mm-hmm.
And they're not going to let me stop. They're not going to let me cross the street.
Wow.
I'm like, man, these bitches are something else. I've seen a lot of shit black women do, man. I live in Miami.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I would tell you, like, this is crazy. We don't have no control of our women. There's other cultures of people that got control of them. Pakistan, they don't play with their women. If their women are cheaters or whatever, they'll cut their neck off. They'll kill them. Other races of men got control of their women, except for men in the United States. So this is not fair for us. You know, we can't control these black women. They all crazy, riding, doing whatever. So the best thing I could tell for men to do is go outside your race. Because when I talk to other cultures of women, they're very nice, very feminine. They respect black men.
Okay,
But these women not gonna respect us, no matter what we do.
well, let me ask you this. You live in Miami. Yeah, you live in Miami, right? So
Yeah.
the ratio of black men, the black men dating interracially, are they dating like Latino women, or are they dating white women?
Both.
Okay.
Latino and white.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
My brother is married to. He's married to his wife since 2007. So they've been together for a long time. He got 2 kids with her. I don't agree with her, but you know, that's his wife. So basically, I'm thinking about doing the same thing. And my brother's older than me. So he's like,
well, you might want to
I'm
ease
thinking
up
about
on.
doing the best thing for me.
You might want to ease up on the marriage, man. It's not all, you know. It may not be all.
I'm not gonna get married. No, I'm not. Never. I would never get married. I'd rather die. I'd rather die 10 times to get married.
Okay.
Hell no.
Okay.
Yeah, but I do need a woman that's feminine, but it's not gonna be a black woman, and I already know that, and I accept it. Black men need to accept it. If we don't accept it, we never gonna succeed and go ahead in life. So thanks for the call. Thanks for letting me call in, Jada Black.
All right, appreciate the call, man. Shout out to you, man.
Much love, all right.
All right, appreciate it, man. Shout out to the brother all the way from Miami. He's in support of swirling. So we got different sides of the spectrum. You know? All right, you're live with Jada Black. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
This is Renzel. I just want to
All right, what's going on, man?
From what I see, black men only date other races to experience, this femininity,
Mm-hmm.
These females are out of control. You can't check them. You can't tell them nothing.
Mm-hmm.
That's just what I see in these streets, man. Mm-hmm. And the only reason why black women swirl is to make niggas mad, man. But
yeah.
niggas don't care, man. Like when I see that, man, you just irrelevant. Your entire relationship is irrelevant. Because why are you doing that? There's no reason. So that's all I wanted to say, man. And to the last caller, yeah, man, I got family from Miami.
Mm-hmm.
Black women in Miami are all the way out of control. It's no saving them. I live in New Orleans right now.
Mm-hmm.
Black women out of control, do what they want to do. They run this city. These dudes is all the way blue pill. I mean, it's bad out here, man. It's real bad. That's all I want to say.
Okay. Well, shout out to you thank you for the call, man.
Yes.
I appreciate it, man. He let us know about the women out there in Miami and New Orleans or Louisiana. All right, you live. Hello?
Yep. Yo, I'm on?
Yeah, you live.
Oh, my fault. Hey, what's good, Jay? This Ron Varian from Palm Beach.
Hey, what's going on, man? Another Florida caller.
Man, I'm cooling, man. Listen, man.
Mm-hmm.
I was in Atlanta for the Super Bowl or whatever. Not really for the Super Bowl, but I had pulled up to this little spot or whatever called like the McGrill, whatever it is. People know, people don't know, whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we talking about black women and what they like when it comes to black men or whatever. So I hit you with a short story. So I was out of dress clothes. You feel me? I was on some old country Florida shit. So they said we was going to get something to eat. So I slid out, and my partner was like, "Cuz, you ordered the wrong shit." You feel me? So I saw a bunch of black women out there, you know what I'm saying, just at a simple brunch spot. You know what I mean? Just taking pictures, like hooking it up. And I'm like, this is a regular brunch spot, right? And I fucked around and got tried because they thought I worked there. You know what I'm saying? They was like, oh, you know what I'm saying? They thought I worked valet. Like, oh, you know what I'm saying? You gonna park my car? I was like, nah, baby, I don't work with it. You know what I'm saying? Amazingly enough, right? I seen a couple walk in with a couple white dudes. You feel me? And I'm like, it's Atlanta. You feel me? This is supposed to be like Black Mecca, but okay, I ain't taking no, not much. Dude, it ain't like I ain't never seen swirling before. But amazingly enough, I had a wad of money in my pocket. You feel me? And I was getting ready to pay the valet dude. And I was like, listen, man, you know, traffic tough. I don't want you to spin my car through the loop. You feel me? Just tell the dude that's bringing my car around that I just get it from him in the street. And I didn't realize that when I paid the valet dude, I still had the wad of money in my hand. And I was like, one black chick, she was like, you gonna park my car? I was like, baby, I don't work here. She was like, well, damn, I thought you did because you had the wad of money in my hand. And I was like, oh, no, man, whatever. She was like, oh, well, in that case, well, still, let me hold something. What do you mean let you hold something?
Right.
Me still being slow. Now I realized I got the wad of money in my hand. Let me hold something. I was like, baby, and I looked in the car, I was like, damn, baby, you got a whole other man in the car.
Right.
And she was like, well, he ain't say nothing. I was like, what's that, man? And then I noticed that a whole bunch of chicks started walking up. Like, oh, shit, I'm getting looked. Now, mind you, I'm in sweatpants, a Malcolm X fitted hat, a Malcolm X t-shirt, and some flies with something. My point I'm trying to make is they didn't give a damn about what I had on. They saw they cash.
Yeah.
You feel me? They saw that cash, and they honed in on that shit. A lot of black women, I think deep down they want to be with black men, but a lot of them get that shit wrong. Like, they see white dudes and they be like, that just automatically is synonymous to money.
Right.
You feel me? Because when they see me sitting up here and it was like I had a bunch of money in my hand, I'm like, well, fuck it. Here's a black man in Atlanta. He seems straight. You know, they got a gate with you, gay epidemic, whatever you want to call it. Yeah. He seems pretty straight, got a wad of money in his hand. Shit. There it is right there. Fuck the slide. You feel me? Fuck it, they got a dress code. I want that. And they came by the grove. There was like 3 or 4 within 30 seconds. And my dog, he was dressed to a T. He was like, well, damn, ain't nobody said shit to me. And all I had was a wad of money. Now, what they didn't know, that wad of money was like 81s that, you know, I just pile up in my car. Like, every time I spend some money, I bring the change back. I just say the woman. So I paid the valet dude with ones, but they didn't give a shit. They just saw a stack of money in my hand.
Money, yep.
You know what I mean? And I just wanted to shoot that real quick. Like, I know we talk a lot about black women, you feel me? I listen to you. I listen to a lot of people, man. And it's a lot of sisters up to substance. But a lot of them, you know what I'm saying, they don't know what the fuck they got going on. They don't know shit. They look at a white dude and be like, well, shit, white is right, so fuck it. I'm going to go that direction until I see a black dude that can do something for me. In the meantime, I'm going to shit on them, and I'm going to go to a white dude or some shit. Or I see a black dude, and whether he's flexing or not, or he's full of shit, if it look good, I'll fuck with it. Because apparently, they didn't give a shit about what I had on once they saw that money in my hand, you feel me? Regardless of how much it really was. They just saw me with a brick of money in my hand. So, fuck it, man.
Yeah, that's the rhetoric, man. They claim that we don't have anything to offer, so because we don't have anything to offer, they're just going to fuck with somebody else. That's basically the rhetoric I've been hearing. Yeah. But I appreciate the call, man. Thank you for the story, man. I appreciate it, all right?
No problem, man. Keep doing what you're doing, man.
Thank you.
We're going to make it one day.
I appreciate it. Thank you, man. All right.
Yeah.
Shout out to the brother, man. He said chicks was real thirsty out there in Atlanta. I bet you they were. They had an influx of heterosexual men with some cash. Football players, basketball players. All right, you're live.
Hey, what's going on, Jay? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Awesome, man. I'm definitely a huge fan of your work, man.
Thank you.
Definitely looking forward to distributing this month. Y'all guys are doing a good thing, but it's just, I used to have such a deep love for sisters, man. And at age 37, it seems like, I mean, I'm childish, I'm doing my thing, I'm getting my, money built up, the prospect, son. But it seems like I'm attracting more single mothers now than ever.
Wow.
And it's scary, we're living in a world right now where in their young days they chase, different white men, they swirl, whatever they do. But then we're expected, the black men, in my position, expected to be cleanup men. I don't get it. I don't understand. They get mad at you if you don't want to do it. They get upset when you tell me I don't want to be a stepdaddy. What's going on, man? What is up with all this?
Yeah, I just think that times have changed so much, man. A lot of these girls that are adults now, growing up, their mothers just told them that, the daddy wasn't shit, probably shitted on the black men in the community, and they just internalized it to the point to where they only going to give their respect to certain guys, and it's usually the wrong ones that they end up having kids by. We seen that on YouTube. Yeah. But it's all about how they're raised and what they're into once they become adults. But I do think they want to have it both ways as far as leaving, divesting, but then and shitting on us, but then wanting to come back when they realize that shit ain't what it everything what it's supposed to be.
Exactly. Now I'm going to go on the alpha male kicks. I mean, I've seen a lot of dusty dudes. Like, the Sin G situation. We know about a lot of these situations going on with swirling and whatnot. And then there's all, I would be considered educated lame. It's like I got my college degree. I'm working in cell phone sales. I'm doing really well at it. But at the same time, it seems like the standards are so high that you can't meet it. They can't even meet the standards. Most of these girls are broke, you know. I mean, I listen to Jack a lot, and Jack says most of these chicks, like, I love his telling that they just chase cheap liquor and danger. You know what I mean? Dick and danger. Sorry to curse like that on your stream. But it's just, as a, you know, even as an educated lane, you run out of options. Like, especially me in my position, I love sisters, but I get so much disdain from them. So much hatred and disdain, especially the younger ones. It's not even funny. Yeah, I usually get indifference, you know. And again, you know, when even you preach that you got to be up on your game, but it looks like it's not even enough anymore. That's what it seems like right now, especially for black men. Like, that's not even enough.
You know, I'm all for us as men liking the women that like us, you know.
Yeah, I'm not saying there's no answer. You know, someday, you know, we're waiting at the shoreline, but most of us dudes, you know, we just bouncing and we're going where we're loved or appreciated. And that's what, you know, black, I guess most black people realize. Someone called me crazy. I said, I don't really feel like going to a relationship. And I got over a relationship where I'm arguing 4 hours. It seems like they're so combative and angry. It's like, what can you do? I'm like, I always thought that their default attitude was anger. Because I even see my own mother, you know, it was always anger. You ask them, you ever have, you know, been happy, they give you a blank face. You know, so they go swirling, they get jacked. The one girl I dated, just long story short, she was living in England. She was, you know, pumped and dumped by a lot of white dudes. And, you know, doing BDSM, not to put a business out there, but it was crazy what she told me. Even though the aborted child was due. And then when I get her, she's so messed up, I couldn't do anything with her, you know? And it's sad, you know. I mean, most of these dudes, what they don't even realize, a lot of these dudes who swirl look at them as a prospect. Not even a prospect, they look at them as a fun time. You know, that's a sad part, you know. That's a scary, sad part, but they don't realize. You know, where there's men that actually love them, who want to be with them. But it's such a challenge. I mean, I can understand, you know, I'm not punking out. You know, life is full of challenges. You got to overcome them. But when I have to sit there and have to wrangle my girl like a dog or something, it's like, it's just really worth it. You know, not saying giving up or anything, continue on my grind, but you come to that question even at 37, like, is it even worth it anymore? You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's why I say, man, just focus on the people that want to be with you, want to build with you, and the people that don't, they don't. You know, there's a lot of people I've completely cut off. There are people I left in 2018. I left them in 2018, 2017, 2016, and we all collectively got to do the same thing.
Yeah, we might as well wave the white flag and say we good. You know, especially black. I would say black men have more enemies than we have friends, and that's what people don't realize. We have more enemies these days than we have friends. Some that appear friendly, and you find out the otherwise, which is scary. So if they, you know, said it's hard to be a woman, I'm like, it's hard to be a black man these days. It ain't that easy, you know. That's just, I mean, I gotta speak of my piece. I mean, the whole swearing situation, I always say float your boat. You know, you go where you float your boat, but don't come crying back to me about what this guy did, what this guy did. You know, if you went to Dubai or something like that, that you made that conscious choice.
Right. You
got to deal with it. The accountability issue, I hate to say it, but a lot of black women are so weak in that area. There's a lot of deflection, a lot of blame, a lot of problems, a lot of issues. It's always somebody else's fault, but never any reflection. I wish they could, if I could play a recording for them and let them listen. You know, we, like I was saying about the Cynthia G thing, you look at that, that's a testament all in itself. That blew everything up. Like, wow. Like, why am I not surprised? You know what I mean? But at the same time, it is what it is that makes selection. If they see a white man take money, that white man, sadly, some of them are looking at them as like a fun toy to play with, and that's it. You know, like that movie with, what was it, last thing, like that Tyler Perry movie, had a girl, I think it was a family that prayed together.
Yeah.
She was messing with a white dude for so long, had a baby by him. Dude smacked her and made him look like a monster. She told him, I'm like, what do you expect? I mean, I don't believe in abusing women, but what do you think that dude's not going to get mad, find out? You know, that's real. You know, and then the dude gets started for like she's fast. And then it ended up being the black man taking care of her and the kid. That's the state of society we're living in. I don't know what's going to happen at this point. The only thing I know is go your own way, build your wealth. If you find somebody else that loves and appreciates you, go where you love.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's the only answer we have right now. You know, the only answer right now is go where you love.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
Or you actually feel genuine love because you know hypergamy and all those tricks in the mirror, you know. That's why I really say everybody, even myself, go where you love.
Yeah.
That's about it.
I agree with that. But thank you for the phone call, man. I appreciate it. All right.
Hey, I appreciate you, man. Definitely keep doing what you're doing, JD.
All right,
take it easy, man.
All right, you too. Shout out to the brother with the call. Yeah, I let people speak when they call in, man. People want to call in and speak, they can. If you are a swirling black woman, you can call in. You can do so. What's going on, Ayana? Shout out to you. I seen you on IG. Now I see you in the chat room. Maybe you've been here before, you know. But if you are a swirling black woman, don't be afraid, you know. You're amongst friends unless you're one of these swirlers. If you're just a black woman who date out and you want to explain your position, you can do so. All right, you're live.
Hey, Jay, this is Naima.
What's going on, Naima?
Hey, nothing much. I'm calling to get my opinion on the swirling black women. You said hate black men but love black eggplant.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I believe that those women who chose to swirl, they gave up on men, on black men. So they went that route. But I believe that anyone that swirls anyway is either, most of those people, they swirl because either they want to be white, they love that whiteness and they want that validation. And I think they use that to escape, because I call it escapism. They're trying to escape something. And this goes for, the women and the men. There's an escapism that's going on that you don't want to deal with your own people. You just say, okay, I don't want to deal with this. This is too much. Let me jump ship and go to the other side so I can escape who I am to live a better life, so to speak. That's what I'm hearing from different perspectives, like, on YouTube. Because the last caller mentioned about like women with hypergamy. I don't think that's relegated to black women. I think it's just women in general with the hypergamy thing. But a lot of guys use hypergamy as well. So I don't. Nowadays I see more guys using the hypergamy with the women, a certain class of guys, because a higher class of guys they don't even worry about hypergamy. A lower class of guys more concerned about hypergamy than a higher class of guys.
I think when I think if a guy ends up having to fork over money to a woman, he cares then. No guy, even if he's wealthy, he still don't want to have to pay his wife off in no divorce. He trying to hide assets. So
but I think with what we're going to have to do with the because the swirling apocalypse is growing. Of course, with men, black men the most, and it's grown with black women from what it used to be. So it has grown, but of course not as much as men. Men been swirling since the Moors, so they're just doing the usual thing with the swirling. I
was shout out to Patricia, but I will say this though, like black women have a whole movement. The word swirling came from a black woman.
Yeah. I think we just need to get it together as a whole people and let those who want to swirl, who's lost, let them be lost and swirling. because you can't escape. We live in this world that we live in, and you can change races all you want because you want to escape something that a person is not giving you. I think if you really want to be with your own race, you'll find that person who fits all your boxes, your criteria, at least for the most part, and you'll stick with them. If you want to go swirl to the other side, it's because you always wanted to swirl. And so I think we got to stop making excuses on why we swirl. And to be honest, not we as we or whatever, but whoever the swirl is swirling. So there has to be honesty in that, just to say, hey, I'm doing this because of that. Just be honest about it. Stop, lying as if you can't find, if you're a female, you're saying, okay, I'm thrown over here because black men, they're not, because black men saying they're not marrying or things of that nature, or they're not providing or protecting, then find that black man who could offer those things. There's a lot of black men out here that can offer that, and I get it. I'm confused because there's a lot of men on YouTube who say they're looking for these. They have these qualities, but they gave up on women, and women say the same thing. They had these qualities, but they gave up. So it's like, what? If we're all in the same group, in the same chat or whatever, where's the disconnect? Something is missing here. One, there's some liars here. So, but I think that if we are to be honest with each other, I think we can at least start addressing what's real and kind of healing our wounds and just to get in a better place with each other. I know I'm all off topic with this, but that's all I got to say.
Okay, all right. I let it go on because I wanted you to expand your point and make points. But yeah, okay. So you're basically in the middle of it, right? You're not on either side of it.
I mean, you're saying women that swirl, they hate black men, but they still sleep with them.
Like, do you feel that way? Like, when you've heard the talking points from these women, do you feel like they still have a longing for brothers?
So are they marrying white and then cheating black?
No, well, it might be, but a lot of these women ain't in a relationship at all. They're just pushing a narrative. They're not in no relationship.
Okay, so they're not in a relationship. So, wait. Okay, so these women, they're just dating white men, but sleeping with the black men.
Yeah, they still want it. They still sleep, whether it be an ex or a baby's father or,
So what? So why are the women dating? So why are they dating white men for what? Just so they can have a white person in their arms?
They want to marry them. They want to be part of the white community. That's why they're swirling.
Okay, so they're dating them with the hopes of marriage.
Yeah.
But they're sleeping with black men.
Of course. Yeah. Just look at their kids.
Oh, okay, I see.
All these women got young kids, young black kids talking about they swirling.
Yeah. It's I don't like any of it. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't like the swirling thing. So I don't.
Okay. All right. Well, I appreciate the call. I appreciate you giving your opinion on it.
Okay, and don't. It's not Antoine saying that it's Cindy's talking points. Cool it, Antoine. All right, Jay. Have a good one.
All right. Thank you for calling in. You too. All right.
Okay.
All right. Bye. Shout out to Naima, giving her take on it. What is not true, Shade? What is not true? What is not true? See that what happens when people come in the chat room late. You didn't hear my whole, what I was saying. Pretty much, Black Phillip. Pretty much. Okay, unique, because you came in late. Now you got to call in. Unique. Viola Davis said Liam Neeson is a white hunk a few months later. It means Missy wants to kill back and hold that L like Viola. Viola, she still probably loves Liam Neeson. I believe Viola still loves Liam Neeson. She still loves Liam Neeson. I don't think that's changed. And I noticed that a lot of black people were basically coming to the defense of Liam Neeson, which is sad. There's a lot of black women coming to his defense, and you have some black dudes as well, ready to say, hey, all need to be forgiven, blah, 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 which is fine. If you feel like Liam Neeson changed his life, that's fine. But y'all can't be sitting up there calling people coons for nonsense, but you ready to forgive what Liam Neeson said. You ready to forgive what Liam Neeson said. That just shows a lot of you are fake. And you love white men regardless of what they do. If a white woman has said what Liam Neeson said, could you imagine the videos that y'all would have seen? Back-to-back videos, live streams about if a white woman has said what Liam Neeson said. Could y'all imagine? Could y'all actually imagine what would have been said if it was a white woman that had said what he said? The outrage would have been worse than it is now for Liam Neeson. Way worse. Because we know that a lot of you sisters hate white women. You really do. You hate white women. Yes, they are unique. Have I dated interracially? No, I have not dated interracially, Brittany. Never dated interracially. It just, white chicks just wasn't on my radar. You know? Not to say that maybe one day a white woman came along that just fit everything I like and I scooped her up. Maybe. I don't know. But no, I'm not a chaser of white women. I don't go checking for white women like that. But it is what it is. All this talking in the chat room. If y'all disagree with what I'm saying, you can call in. Yeah, Black Rhino, pretty much. I didn't like. Where was the energy? Where was the energy for Liam Neeson that y'all had for Kanye West? We don't have black Latinos like that where I'm at, Frantonio. We don't have, the only type of Latinos we have is Mexican girls. You know? Naima said, I don't like white women. I can admit that. Oh my God, Naima. Naima say that she's admitting to it. You see that, Shades? She's willing to admit that she don't like white women. Oh man. All right, hold on, people. All right, you're live.
Hey, what up, Black?
Yeah, what's
Black Rhino from Atlanta.
What's going on, Black Rhino?
What up, man? Hey, man,
Right.
I just want to make this assumption. You know, I'm from Atlanta. I've seen both sides of swirling. Man, black guy, white girl, or Hispanic girl, or Asian girl, and the same things for black women. A lot of people don't really care. You know, where I'm at, South Side Atlanta. But if you're the type of person to feel that you gotta speak up about something about what a guy does, or you doing the same thing, that means that you hurt. You hurt that black guys are moving on. They're being happy. They're having family. And that's something you wanted, but you wanted something else. But the black guy said, "Nah, you're dysfunctional. I'm going to do my own thing." And it's like that. And most of the time, you don't hear that in Atlanta. You don't hear that. Oh, it's most of the hate be online. You don't see people coming up to somebody, "Why are you dating a person? Why are you dating a sister?" It's always online when people have a problem. You know, it don't come up here in the streets saying, "Why are you dating this Hispanic? Why are you dating this Asian girl?" It's never like that. It's always online.
Yeah, I think because it's easy to type online. You know, it's easy to post things online. You know what I'm saying? I think that's why.
And for most women who do swirl, they don't come back to the hood. They stay in the suburbs where they happy.
Yeah.
And then, like you said, they be the keyboard warriors. Oh, they hear this football player, basketball player, this actor, they ain't white women. Oh, why you ain't white women? What's wrong with black women?
Bro, you know what?
You left the,
now go ahead.
Yeah, I'm saying you left the hood, so why you like you were saying earlier? Why do you care?
Yeah.
Checking for us. So why are you caring what we doing now? Because we got money, and then you want some of that money.
Yep.
You mad that we're giving attention to the women that that's not you.
Yeah, that's why. Like, now go ahead.
No, you can go.
No, I was gonna say, I remember one day in my recommends, I saw this video from a black woman. Like, she wouldn't show her face, right? But she would like show her house and where she was at. She looked like she lived in the fucking woods, in a big old fucking log house or some shit. But anyway, she would make these videos screaming and yelling about black men, this and that, you know. And she was just screaming at the top of her lungs, just angry at black men and talking about how much better white men are. You know what I'm saying? And it's women like that that make it easier for black men to just date out, because, you know, they don't want a dysfunctional black woman who's making videos showing her house, walking around, screaming at the top of her lungs, upset and angry about black men, just randomly, you know. Shout out to Raiders. All right, Raiders. You know, so you just got a lot of dysfunction out here, man.
Hey, you know, I went to school in North Atlanta. I seen, you know, happy people and couples. I seen genuine relationships. Not that, oh, the black guy, I need me a white girl. I'm going this way. Or I need me a white man. I'm going no. I've seen genuine relationships where people were together based on their personality or what they wanted. But you have people who sit there and say, all right, I want to date Pookie and Ray Ray for my 20s or 30s. Now you want to shame black men for not stepping up to be the man you want, but you want to go to North Atlanta and get you a nice rich white man. Hey, that's on you. But don't shame us because you chose wrong. And the guys who develop themselves, build their wealth, build their education, they out there doing their thing. Now that you want those guys to see you. And it's not like that. You can't take that on us because you wasn't checking for us when you were 20. And it especially goes like that in short-term relationships. Everybody wants to have fun, but when it comes out to be serious, oh, we need you to be around. For what?
Yeah,
you gotta show the same energy like you were before.
Times have changed, man. Like, we really don't even need marriage anymore. And if people are getting married, it's because they want to, because they grew up with two-parent households. So it's like an easy transition. And it's because they're sort of, in a way, they're raised to seek marriage. Those are the people that are still getting married. Now, you do have people who come from broken homes that are still getting married and coming together and building, you know, relationships and communities. But the thing is that if you have a woman who sees herself as a leader of that household, it's not gonna mesh well. I don't care how beta a guy is. At some point, he's gonna say, "Hey, you're not the boss of me."
And Jay, there are some women who are very private relationships. They're private. They don't show their husbands. They don't show their boyfriends. They're private with, and if you see them in the street, they ain't a white guy. Oh, you be like, oh, hey, what's up? That's cool. But some of them, they'll push that on the others. You know, they'll want to have their friends to represent, like, hey, y'all, this is who I'm dating. I want y'all to like who I'm dating. Yeah, I'm moved up in the world. Like my post, like everything I post about this guy and what we do. But for a brother, it's like, oh, nigga, so you got you a white girl. You ain't shit.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
It's, you know, and the thing is, it's the homes where we're taught to find women a man who loves you for you and be happy. But when it's the case, people don't see that. People are saying, oh, you just with a white girl or you just with a white guy. But people don't understand there's more depth to it. Like you said earlier, it's, you know, when you see somebody that fits the right criteria, you be like, all right, let me go ahead and scoop her up. And it's like that.
Yeah. Well,
Same thing for the football player who's getting criticized for marrying old girl at the game. Oh, why you married her? She had a racist tweet. Why you you researching that hard this girl about her tweet? That means you were searching mad hard for her comments and posts.
Something to
just
complain about. Right. Yep. Because they got to find something.
I ain't going to waste your time. I'm going to let you go, man. Thanks for accepting my call.
All right, Black Rhino. Thanks for calling in, man.
No problem. All right. Good night, Chad.
All right. Good night, man. Shout out to you for calling in. Shout out to everybody that's here. All right, Shelly. Naima. It says it's past their bedtime. But shout out to everybody that's here, man. Make sure y'all like the stream, man. This has been a good stream. Got some really good phone calls. You know, really good phone calls. And it's been cool. I really do appreciate everybody calling in. Make sure that if you haven't liked the stream, like the stream. We had some of everybody on the stream tonight in the chat room. Some of these comments are showing personalities. I like to do stream like this, man. I like doing almost like social experiments. You know, my topics at times are social experiments. I want to see personalities of the people who follow me, you know? I like to see people's personalities come out. And certain topics will bring out personality traits, you know? The quality was all right, Black. It was good. You know, Shades, you know, she likes her non-black dudes. It's cool though. You just got another notification from me, Miranda. That's YouTube does that at times, man. I don't get it, but it does that. But shout out to everybody that's here. If y'all didn't hear me at the beginning of the stream, I do have a Teespring store. I do have t-shirts and hoodies in my Teespring store, okay? And once I get a few more designs from the guy who's doing designs for me, I'm going to be adding them to the store. I got a couple things in there right now, all right? And once I add maybe one more shirt and one more hoodie, I'll start promoting the store. But I got some stuff in there now. But if you're serious about buying anything out there, just send me an email. And I'll send you the link of what's already there. All right? But the t-shirts are ready to go. And I will start promoting it. All right? Shout out to everybody that's showing support. I'm gonna expand the platform in different areas, and that's one of my motivations, you know. But I can't wait for y'all to see the tees, you know. Oh, Young Jesus, you say you got a Teespring store? Okay. I mean, I got so many ideas, man, but just the fact that I got it set up to where it's ready to go now, but I want to add some more stuff because I'm a perfectionist, people. I'm a perfectionist. You're not going to find a more perfectionist person than me, okay? You know, so we definitely are going to move this thing in a new, you know, better direction. And another way for y'all to support the platform. Because when you buy from me, you're supporting the platform and me to be able to do more. All right, Miranda. Ready to say you're going to like to deal direct for me? Well, right now you're dealing directly. You'll be dealing directly through Teesprings. Nah, this is the regular email, man. I'm putting in the chat room. My Jada Black Live email. Jada Black Live email, man. Cool, Silver, man. Let's see. Nah, these are not cheap at all. Unique. Very good quality. Shades of Pink says that she loves... Okay, you say you love black men. I didn't see the comment. Okay, well, Shades of Pink says she loves black men. But I'm not going to ignore all the other comments you made, Shades. I'm not going to ignore the other comments, but you say you love black men, so I'll take your word for it. I don't have anything like that yet, Antoine. But it's all about the look of it. You know what I'm saying? Making sure that the look is right. Because I know y'all not going to go in public wearing some of this stuff. Because my shit is going to be for people who are hardcore red pill. If you're not going to want to wear it. You know? Especially if you got a girlfriend or a wife. It's going to be like Jay. Not Jay. Well, he might be saying Jay. But they're going to be like, hey, what are you wearing? They're going to be saying, what are you wearing? What is that? I do intermittent fasting. Yeah, it does work. It makes you feel different. It makes your body feel different. More energy. Silverman say he ready to shock folks on the stream. Well, okay, I got some stuff to shock some people with. You know. Brittany B, you say you celibate. Okay, you know, and I don't know, I just clicked on some random video. I opened my phone to go to my stream, and I just clicked on this random video. YouTube is always doing it. Let me see. Okay. Okay, Miranda, I got your message. Y'all saw Miranda. I did a response to it, Miranda. The response is on my channel. The response is on another stream that I did. But yeah, I saw her video. I did a quick response the other night, Miranda. I think that chick has a crush on me. You can look at her face. I think she has a crush on me. Lady got a crush on me. I really do. All right, Miranda, I got your message. Hold on a second. Let's see. Let's see if that goes to it. I think that does go to it. Yep, it sure does. All right, Miranda, I just sent you a message. Check your message. Check your message. Check your message. Yeah, she had a crush on me. I mean, why wouldn't she? You know, why wouldn't she? You know? Yo, the response is on my other channel. I'm deciding whether to make it public, but I don't want to, I don't want to give that girl a nervous breakdown. Jaye. She did not unfollow you. She's on the chat right now. She probably watching. You know, I have a lot of fans who make videos. Like, there's one girl who she did like 2 videos about me, but she's constantly in my comment section like a fan. You know, I'm telling you, the people who hate me the most love me. You know, because they're constantly always trying to let me know they're still fans. You know, they're constantly trying to let me know they're still fans. I mean, a lot of these chicks got crushes on me, man. All these chicks that used to troll me, they got crushes on me. Why do you think they're always there? They are in love with me. I mean, I don't know how else to really put it. All right. Well, shout out to everybody. So I'm about to go ahead and wrap this up, people. This has been a good stream. I have to bid you adieu. All right. I gave y'all 2 hours for a live show. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. You know, but shout out to everybody here. Y'all had, it was a good show, man. Solid show all around. Shout out to everybody that donated. Shout out to the mods. Everybody else who don't like me. Shout out to all the swirlers who watching, don't like me, can't stand me, but you watch anyway. Miranda say, we love you very much. Well, I love you too. Miranda, shout out to everybody here. I love everybody here. Okay, the narcissist Les Luger. Come on, man. Come on, Turf. There's no narcissism here, bro. I just being honest. I mean, if you're hate watching me, you must love me. All right, Ernest, cool. All right, let's see. Felicia, shout out to everybody here. Make sure you follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. The links are in the description. All you got to do is reach over and press one of the links to go follow me. All right? And then you can get those updates. Shout out, and I'm going to probably try to send updates to the newsletter. I'm still trying to figure out how to do that, people. But as far as the teas is concerned, because I want y'all to buy. I want y'all to buy as many of them as possible because that's going to go towards helping build up the platform more and more. The wall is undefeated. Definitely the wall is undefeated. All right. And I will see y'all on the next one. All right. Y'all take care, man. Let's see.